We are back for another episode of Hashtag Wednesday Match Play, and I am okay. So I was pumped last week with Ryan Lanza. I was pumped the week before with the team from SportRx, but the guy that's with us tonight, well, one, he was almost on a previous show that we once had. He may have to go into that a little bit. He was all excited and geared up, but I am pumped to have Bradford Schaub with us from Troon, and he's going to be talking about Troon cards. And the cool thing is I work for Troon, so I would be able to talk and promote and share with you the insight. But Bradford's job is from 9 to 5, all day, every day, is to sell the Troon card. And I'm going to let him talk about that in a minute. But this episode, as all episodes of the Hashtag Wednesday Match Play, is brought to you by Eat Sleep Golf. And Bradford and I were talking about this earlier today. I was asking him if he was nervous because I see him around the office every now and then. And he seems to be dialed in and he's ready to go. So, Bradford, welcome to the Wednesday Match Play.
Thanks, Ricky. Thanks for having me. Definitely, it might be the most highly anticipated Wednesday match play of all time, because we did have a Friday foursome scheduled, and we had to kind of redirect that one. And so here we are. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me. Happy to talk Troon card. Not actually the sexiest topic to be talking about, but it is important because it's going to help golfers save some money and get them out on some nice Troon facilities. So we're pretty pumped to talk about it for sure.
You know, it's funny you talk about being the most anticipated, and I gotta say the Ryan Lanza one from last week, general manager at Torian Golf Club, he was pretty pumped up and ready to go. So I know he's gonna be watching tonight, and he was giving you some hard time on Twitter a little bit ago, saying that he hoped you were ready and could step up to the plate. So Ryan, if you're watching, sky's the limit here for Bradford.
Yep, and Ryan knows I'm not really too active on Twitter. My Twitter game isn't extremely strong, but if you are watching, Ryan, I owe you a thank you. We did come up to Torian, Cody and I, for my birthday, and we had a splendid time. We really did have an excellent time, so thanks for hosting us.
So let's just jump right into it. So pretend we just jumped on an elevator. We got a couple of floors to go, and I'm like, let's say you got a Troon card shirt on. Oh, weird, because you do. And I say, what is a Troon card? In a couple of minutes, sell me a Troon card.
What I would tell you, Ricky, is if you're a golfer and you play 10 to 15 rounds a year at a Troon facility, you're going to want a Troon card. And basically the core benefits of owning a Troon card and being a card holder is that you're going to get preferred pricing at the Troon facilities, and those range between 30 and 50% off your rack rate. And then the other core benefit would be you get a 2-for-1 at each of the facilities, depending on the card type you have. And we have 30 different card types in 15 different markets. And we added quite a few this year as well, but we do a TwoSome card, so you and your guests would get that preferred rate. And we also do a FourSome card, which is going to cost you a little bit more, but you and up to 3 guests would get the preferred rate. But also one of the advantages, we joke about this a little bit, is that it's a good way to make some friends, because if you have no one to golf with, you're going to make buddies pretty quickly because they're going to be getting that preferred rate and they're going to want to play with you.
That's a good point. I don't think of it that way. I know a fan of the Hashtag Wednesday Match Play is Matt Rust, and he was a card holder last year. I don't think he's renewed yet this year, but it's fun. It's fun to think about that because some of my best friends I've met on the first tee, and it's not been through the Troon card necessarily, but I am a member of the Troon card Facebook group, and actually that's not a question that I had, but I do want you to talk about that real quick. But a lot of the guys that post in there, it's fun to see the engagement, and the best part, I think, just on the outside of looking at the Troon card being a frequent player card, is you play a lot of golf. It's a good card, and if somebody else owns one and you're playing with them, well, chances are they play a lot of golf. So talk about the Facebook group. Like, what is that, and what kinds of content is created and shared in that private Facebook group?
We have a lot of fun in the Facebook group, and I mean the main function of it is probably to get out information from the courses to our card holders. And I think we've got about 640 card holders that are active in the Facebook group. And we just started another thing earlier this year called the Weekend Rally, where we post open tee times at featured facilities throughout the week. So as we're approaching the weekend on Thursday, we'll post some openings and just kind of give our cardholders a heads up on some tee times they might want to book for the weekend. And we kind of try to switch up the courses that we feature. But
That,
like I
that's
said,
really
just
cool.
trying to
Those
get the
graphics
special
for those are
offers.
really good that you create for those too. I like the creativity behind the graphics that you create for those weekend rally posts.
Yeah, definitely. And just it's a platform for cardholders to communicate with each other and communicate, give us feedback as well. And we've definitely seen a good amount of that in the group as well.
So you mentioned a couple of the benefits. I mean, obviously the Facebook group, the 2-for-1s. There's some other benefits that I can think of, but you haven't mentioned yet. So, in your opinion, what are some of the key benefits of being a card holder?
I mean, really the key is the money you're going to save, but also some of the additional benefits we throw in there. Some of my favorite would be the complimentary clinics is something we really grew in 2015. I think we had close to 25 clinics that were free to cardholders across the country. And we provide them all the information, the time of day, what the instructors are going to be working on. And that's something that kind of blew up in 2015, and we were excited to grow that. And the facilities are really receptive to it too. They like having the cardholders come out, and they're all about giving some free instruction to the cardholders. So that would be one. And then the other one we're kind of working on continuing to build off of last year is the customized experience packages, where the facilities create a unique exclusive offer to cardholders, kind of like a stay and play type of deal at their facility. So cardholders can come experience it at a discounted rate and something that is exclusive or unique. Like Maggie Valley just kind of put together a stay and play / spa / Biltmore visit. So it's completely up to them. We give them complete freedom on what they want to do. I think we got 11 experience packages being offered right now, and we're going to build on that this year too.
That's really cool. I mean, that gives you access to things that you wouldn't normally think of, and the fact that they're customized is really unique to. I mean, as being a benefit that you wouldn't, if you're not a card holder, have access to those experience packages. So that's really cool.
Definitely.
So the clinics, and I know, again, I go back to Matt because I'm such good friends with him, and he always talks about those that he went to last year when he was a card holder, and whether it's a driving clinic or a putting clinic or a chipping clinic. I mean, I actually think I saw the team at Lookout Mountain here in Phoenix post some from a clinic they did. There was like a chipping clinic, and it was cool because they do them on, I think it was a Saturday morning, and there was probably 20 card holders at that clinic. So talk a little bit more about like what a card holder could experience at those, and what the experience is like from, I show up to a golf course and I can just go to this clinic. Like what's that like?
Yeah, no payment. And the other cool thing about it is that you're going to be with other cardholders and other golfers. We allow them to bring a guest as well. So if you wanted to bring your wife or bring a friend, you're not required to just come alone. You can bring a guest as well. But I think what you're going to experience is an instructor that really wants to help you improve your game, and you're going to be able to do it for free. So you're really not going to lose out on that.
The only thing better than a clinic is a free clinic. That's really right. Cool. And one of the other benefits that intrigues me is the text club, and I've actually gotten 2 of those today, and it's pretty cool because like they come out of nowhere, and I like that. So it kind of hits you by surprise a little bit. And you were mentioning the Maggie Valley promo, and I was on my way home and I got one of those even after hours, so to speak. So talk about the text club, what that entails, and let's say I want to opt out. Is that an option?
Yeah, and it's basically just another way for us to communicate with you. Maybe you don't have a Facebook profile. Maybe you don't read your emails from the Troon card. It's just another option that maybe a cardholder prefers, getting text on their phone. And the other advantage with joining the text club is that you're not going to get all the information. You're only going to get information that's exclusive to your card type. So if you're an Arizona cardholder, you're only going to get offers that are relevant to you and that are in Arizona. If you're a New York card holder, you're only going to get offers that are in New York.
Funny story. I didn't know that.
There you go.
That Learning is awesome. No
every
kidding.
day.
Hashtag the more you know.
The more you know.
That's really cool. Like the text club, that again, I keep using the word unique because there are so many of those unique little things. I mean, I want to say I saw an experience package from IROC Country Club over the summer. Are they still doing that? And if not, why? I mean, do you think that they will do another one? And that's a private club located in Fountain Hills. So do you remember what that package was and what that was all about?
I can't remember exactly what the package details were, but I know that Fire Rock is a private club. So for them to open up their doors to cardholders during the summer is a really cool thing, and something that we've actually been trying to talk with some of our other privé clubs about. We got Cimarron Hills in Texas where they got on board and also opened up their doors to cardholders. Do you remember what that offer was
You know,
exactly?
I'm thinking about it, and I want to say it was like $69, and you had $20 to spend in the restaurant as well. So you got 18 holes and money to spend in the restaurant. I mean, talk about a cool experience to be able to go out and play a private club that you wouldn't have access to without being with a member, and like just that experience. And I feel like, and again, it was over the summer, and I feel like they did really well with it. You know, I'd love to know more, and if they do it again, what kind of their experience is doing it a second time, because again, it's a unique experience package that is customized to cardholders, and that's really cool that private clubs are able and willing to open up their doors to cardholders.
Yeah, no doubt.
So let's get down to brass tacks here. What's a card cost?
Well, it really varies because we have, like I said, 30 different card types, and we have 15 different markets, and then we have the TwoSome and the FourSome for each market. But for an Arizona TwoSome, for example, you're looking at $499, and for a FourSome, you're looking at $830. But if you're in a smaller market where we have less facilities, like Tucson, we have 4 facilities that participate in the program. That card's $150 for the TwoSome and $199 for the FourSome card. But if you just want all of them, you just buy the national card, because then you get every facility 100 plus. I think we reached 100 facilities this year that participate throughout our various cards. If you just want to be able to play at all of them, you just buy the national card, and that's $600, $599, and then the FourSome's $999.
You know what would be cool? I mean, you know, if and when I could ever retire, is to get the national and go play every single course on the card.
Yeah,
like, that would be, and like I've always wanted to go to a home game for every team in Major League Baseball in the same year. Imagine playing 100 golf courses all on the Troon card in the same year. Like that could be really cool.
And if someone does that, we'll just make them a card holder for life, because that would be impressive, quite frankly. And don't take my word for that, because I don't think I have the authority to make that happen. But I would definitely be pulling for you to make that happen. That'd be really cool.
Okay, so I'm going to learn more tonight, because Troon card tickets. What is that? Like, I don't think I know much about Troon card tickets.
Yeah, that's something we added for 2016, and it's basically just a platform that's exclusive to cardholders that gives you access to tickets, whether it's sporting events, concerts, or whatnot. It's just a platform. They're not free. You still have to pay for them, but it's basically a website that gives you a browser to search for tickets, and it's exclusive to cardholders. So that's just really another cool little perk that we try to throw in there.
Like, the list of perks just seems to be, I mean, it keeps going and going. I mean, like, that's crazy cool. And another one that's I don't even know if it's really a benefit, it's just a part of the card. Talk about the best rate guarantee and what that means to a golfer. And I know that this comes up a little bit on the website, and we'll talk about the website in a few minutes, but you know, the idea of a best rate guarantee, let's say that the rate is $69 and on the website, and then I can find it on a different website for $49. Talk about what the best rate guarantee means and how, as a card holder, I can take advantage of that best rate guarantee.
Basically, the best rate guarantee is if you're a card holder, you shouldn't be getting a better rate anywhere else than as a card holder at the Troon facilities. And if you do find a better rate, and this usually happens on Golf Now if it ever happens, you just bring in your receipt and you're going to get 15% off just right off the bat. The facility, you bring it to the counter, and the golf shop is going to give you 15% off of that right away.
That's really cool.
Yeah, the best rate guaranteed.
It literally is what it says. It's the best rate guarantee. So let's say I buy a card and I don't like it. Is there a place or a way that I could communicate to, like, better question, I get one for a gift and I don't even know what it is. Where can I go to learn more about it? Where can I go to get information about it? What if I have a question or need to talk to someone versus sending an email. Maybe the FAQs on the website don't answer my questions. So what's the customer service aspect like for either potential or new cardholders?
Okay, so if you're potential cardholders, you would definitely just go to trooncards.com, and we have all of our benefits listed there. You can have access to all the different facilities that participate in each card, and you will be able to see what, as a cardholder, you would pay at each facility. So we're very transparent. All of the card information is on there if you're thinking about being a card holder. But if you are a card holder, you can just join the Facebook group, and that would probably be the best way to communicate, because I'm on there, you're on there, and we're always open to answer anybody's questions, and we do every day. So, and I mean, if you're not comfortable with that or you don't have a Facebook account, you can join the text club, or, I mean, Troon's a pretty accessible company, and our service is top notch. So shoot us an email. What is the
Nope,
Troon
I want to
customer
call
support?
you. What's the number? I want to call you. I don't want to email you. I want to call someone.
Well, you could call my number. I'll give you my personal number, which is 231. Actually, I'm not going to say that.
No, don't say that. Well, and the reason I was trying to tee you up here to be able to impress
I know.
Miss
I was catching
Lisa.
that one. I was catching that one. Okay. I don't know Lisa's number, actually.
For shame. She's watching. I told her as we were leaving the office today, she better tune in and watch your
I hope she is.
Wednesday
Lisa,
Match Play debut.
please text me your number, Lisa, so we can have access to your knowledge.
To anyone that is watching that is a card holder that has picked up the phone and called, and most of them have probably talked to Lisa. So tell me a little bit about her role and what she does as a part of the Troon Card program.
Yeah, Lisa's our sales coordinator, and she also takes a lot of phone calls from Troon cardholders that are having issues, whether it's booking tea times or they need to find some information on the site. She's always available to cardholders, and she's taking calls all day. And also, she helps us process Troon card orders.
Very cool. Yeah, and she's an awesome lady. So if you haven't had the chance to talk to her, just call her and just say hi. Tell her I sent you. So on the website, I found this page called Special Offers. What is that?
Special offers is a really cool thing that we don't talk about enough as being a cardholder, but I reach out to our facilities each month via email or phone call and see what type of special offer they would like to put forward to cardholders for the coming month. And they do them every single month, and courses are always being really creative with it and coming up with different special offers to provide to our cardholders. One that comes to mind is Saywilo Golf Club. They do a really good job with coming up with something different every week. And I think earlier this year, they had every time you play at Saywilo Golf Club as a cardholder, you are entered into a drawing to win 2 tickets to go see Arizona play Utah. So it was a little bit earlier this year, but just stuff like that, like just being creative and giving out tickets and creating more incentive to come play at their club versus another. But yeah,
That's really
they do
cool.
a really good job with it.
Yeah, the team down there at Saywilo does a fantastic job. I mean, they've got golf boards, which that alone makes the trip worthwhile. And I mean, go down there and I mean, nothing beats playing 18 holes on a golf board, I promise.
Yeah, they just showed Spieth and the young guns racing on the golf boards at the HBC in Dubai, right?
Yeah, that was yesterday. It's funny because the Abu Dhabi Golf Club, which is hosting the HSBC Golf Championship this week, is right across the street from Saadiyat Beach Golf Club. Well, I didn't even realize that Saadiyat Beach had the golf boards, and Henrik Stenson, Ricky Fowler, Jordan Spieth, and Rory jumped on one and just raced like down the fairway. And I got to think that that's fun for them. But there's got to be somebody like a trainer or an agent that's just barking at them like, "Stop it!" Nope, they don't. Not only did they do it, they recorded it, put it on Instagram, and it kind of went a little viral. I mean, it was
right before
fun.
A tournament. They were ripping up the golf course and shredding racing. So.
So I know that I once upon a time used to build these, and I got pretty much sick of building them because they take a lot of time from our end to put these together. But when they're finished, the completed final product is really cool. And I know you've been helping a lot with these, and we've even begun to segment these. But talk a little bit about the Troon Card e-news, what that is, what that includes, and when a cardholder gets that every month, what he or she can expect to find in that.
Right. So if anything big is coming up that we want to make our cardholders aware of, we usually lead off with that. And it's just a monthly kind of notice slash note from us as the Department of Troon Card, just trying to keep our cardholders informed on what's coming up, whether it's a member guest tournament or a new experience package or a clinic coming up in their area. We'll usually lead off with that. And then also that's where we list, as we touched on, our special offers. Our monthly special offers get listed, and we link out to where you go to contact and the website to see the specials offers list. So yeah, just another way we try to communicate and be in touch with our cardholders.
Wow, I mean, it seems like that if you are a cardholder, you're going to get basically kind of VIP treatment, as it were, from all the things, from the benefits to the special offers. And like, I mean, a monthly email, like, that's just a nice touch. And that's and you know, the fact that we do segment them, yeah, it's extra work, but you know what? In the end, it's worth it to the cardholders, and it's not about us grinding to put those together. It's about the ability to share that information with the right customers at the right time, and in the end, that makes it worth it. So one of the things
that getting a message that's relevant to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And to the point about the text club being that way, being segmented, that if it's not an offer valid to me, I'm not going to get it. You know, one of the things that Troon as a whole is, in 2016, we're trying to play more golf. The idea of hashtag play more golf, just get out and play, whether it's 3 holes, 9 holes, 6 holes, whatever that is. And one of the things on the website that it does offer exclusive Twilight and 9-hole rates at participating facilities. 1, do a lot of courses offer that? And 2, do you see a lot of cardholders taking advantage of that?
Yes, number 1, the majority of our courses offer Twilight rates and 9-hole rates. And 2, yeah, I think more people are starting to lean towards that way because they don't have time after work, or they want to play some more discounted golf after work. So yeah, we have seen cardholders take advantage of that without a doubt.
Very cool. I personally like I love the idea of playing 9 holes, but I also like the idea of like the whole grind. And over the weekend, I played 36, and after 27, I was like, "Are you sure you want to play 9 more? I'm good to go. We're done." So that's cool that is an offer that folks can take advantage of. So we've talked a lot about cardholders and the card itself and the benefits. What else do we need to know? Is there anything else we're missing on the Troon card that would make me want to just jump up and go learn more? And where can I go to learn more as well? So what else do I need to know, and where can I learn more about this awesome opportunity?
And we have touched on a lot of it, and if you can believe it, there's even more benefits to being a cardholder. But really, if you're a frequent player and you like playing quality Troon facilities, and you want to start saving some money, there's no reason you shouldn't be a member of this program. Like 10 to 15 rounds a year, and you're going to be in the red saving money. So that's what I would tell anybody that's been thinking about being a card holder. But if you need more information, go to trooncards.com or reach out to you or I. And you can do a little research on your own if you need to, trooncards.com.
So we haven't gotten to it, and we're actually almost out of time. We have to do the lightning round, but you had a special offer you wanted to dish out to people watching tonight. So why don't you go ahead and hit on that if you could?
We are going to give away a national TwoSome card to a viewer that can tell us the first year that Troon cards were available.
Wait, that's a $500 value. Are you sure you want to do that?
We don't just hand out Troon cards willy-nilly.
No, we don't.
So this is a big deal.
First year.
Do you know, Ricky? Do you know?
I don't know. I mean, we as a company just celebrated 25 years. Maybe, I don't know, since the beginning.
Yep. And so basically how it's going to work is you comment in the YouTube comments, and the first person to get it right, or the person that comes closest and is the first person to comment, will dish out a 2016 National TwoSome card. And that gives you access to all 100 Troon card facilities, and you're going to get the preferred price and all the benefits. So get down there and start commenting.
That's crazy cool. I got to look it up because I don't know. I'm mad that I don't know the answer to that. Okay, I know that you're really big on the Instagram, and you don't do the Twitter that much, but in 140 characters or less, and yes, I'm going to be counting, sell me a Troon card.
I think I hit on this a couple times, but basically, like if you're playing golf a lot and want to play at your own facilities, playing 10 to 15 times a year, then you're going to want to own a Troon card. And we got options for everybody in different markets: Arizona, California, New York, Georgia, Tucson, National Card, Southeast. We've got an option for everybody. And I know I just went over my characters
I
quite a
didn't say
while
140
ago,
words. I said 140 characters. You are way overboard. You're gonna have to go back. Now, I will say that
but
Twitter is considering changing the character limit to 10,000 characters. You might still be over your limit. I'm not sure, but I appreciate the attempt at that. So I gotta thank you for coming out and doing this, man. It's been a long time since we had you scheduled for the Friday foursome, but now that the hashtag Wednesday match play is in place, it made only perfect sense to get you on and get you on board really quick. But before we go, we have this thing called the lightning round, and we're going to take a step away from turn cards for a minute. And it's 9 just fun, I wouldn't say random, because a couple of these are pretty much asked every week, but they're just golf related and a couple not even golf related questions. So are you ready for your lightning round?
I'm not sure. I'll go for it.
I'm not sure. Nobody's ever done that. Most people are like, yeah, hit me. Or they just stare at me in disgust.
Yep, hit me. Let's do it.
All right, I'm going to buy you a drink. What are you having?
I'm a big fan of Deschutes right now. I have some ties to the Bend area. I have a friend that goes to college out there, and also a cousin that is working at Pronghorn out there, which is a Troon facility. So, is it Fresh Squeeze IPA? Oh,
Yeah, that beer is
do that one all
delicious.
day.
So,
really
speaking of your cousin that works at Pronghorn, guess who's going to be on an episode of the Wednesday Match Play in a few weeks?
No, you got Spenny on board.
Well, I'll let him call himself Spinny, but Spencer Schaub. So,
That
what
will
is
be
your
a
favorite
blast.
course in the Valley? There's a bunch of them to choose from.
Favorite course in the Valley, and I got to go with Troon North Pinnacle for me. It's challenging, really challenging. Actually, being a kid from the Midwest that playing true desert links, oh man, I have a really hard time keeping in the fairway off the tee box. I've been using the 3-wood actually quite a bit, but I'm a big fan of Troon North. Oh, it's a total desert feel, and the course is always in just ridiculous shape. So
I still remember my first time playing True North, and it was before I started working for Troon, and it was almost surreal. And it's funny because I still play it quite a bit, and every time I stand on the first tee of either one of the courses, Pinnacle or the Monument course, I still get that feeling like it's a special place, and it's a special property, and the history behind the course is. That 3-wood. Keep the ball in play there. That's a good tip. Anybody that says give me one tip playing True North, keep the ball on grass. White on green is good. What is your favorite PGA Tour major championship?
Masters, without a doubt. And I've actually applied with my dad, done the random drawing, and haven't made it, but that would be a dream come true without a doubt.
That'd be cool. I feel like if I go though, Tiger's got to be in the field, because if he's not, it's not gonna feel complete. Like he's got to be in the field. So I got about 10 years left.
You would go even if he wasn't in the field.
Well, yeah, I would, but I'd be like, "Where's Tiger? Where's Tiger? I'm gonna be looking for him." Exactly. What golf ball do you play?
I play whichever ball I find in the desert because I put so many in there. Whenever I can drag one out, that's the one I end up playing. But Pro V1. I play a Pro V1. And nice. I know a lot of people are talking about the new Callaways, and I have yet to play them.
Dude, but, it is so good. It might be replacing the Pro V1 in my bag. It is silly how good that ball is. Any aces? Do you have any single swing holes in your life?
I do. I'm extremely proud of the one ace I do have in my life. If you can bear with me for a short story.
I want the story because I'm mad you've got one because I don't have one.
Yeah, okay. I won't rub it in too much then. Senior year of golf practice, high school, we play in my home course, the course I grew up on, short uphill par 3. This is coming into the spring out of winter. So they didn't even have the real pins in. They had a short pin, just like the ones you would use on a putting green. That's what they're using.
No way.
And I swing it, and we hear a ding, like down from the tee box, and I like kind of looked at. I was with all my buddies, which was also one of the great things. I look at my buddies. I'm like, did you hear that? Like, did you hear that ding? And when we get up on the hill, and sure enough, it's in there. And my dad was the assistant coach, so my dad was there. A bunch of my buddies were there, and it was a good time.
That's really
cool.
Way
to do it.
Very cool. Yeah. Who is your favorite LPGA Tour player?
Does Paige Renee count? Is she on the tour yet?
I'm gonna only because I want her to play in my golf event later this year. I'm going to allow that answer to be. I don't think she's a tour player officially, but I think she's an aspiring. So technically, she's on her way to becoming one.
We'll give her aspiration points and just include her for this one. But also Michelle Wee. And honestly, I don't watch a lot of LPGA. My dad actually watches a lot of LPGA. My mom's like, he watches a lot of PGA Tour, but he even watches the women golf on the week. And I'm like, that's cool. That's awesome. Good for him. Yeah.
So he's starting to get compared to, but in your opinion, is Jordan the next Tiger?
I don't think that's the right way to put it. I don't think anybody's going to be the next Tiger. Like, he did so much for the game, and just being the athlete that he was and the fierce competitor that he was. I think they prepare very similarly, and they're very cool and collected at such a young age. But I don't think I would be saying that he's the next Tiger by any means. He's going to do some great things for the game. I mean, we saw that last year with made a run at every major at such a young age. But saying he's the next Tiger, no.
And speaking of making a run, he's running from Troon course to Troon course. So he won the Tournament of Champions by 8 strokes, I think it was, at Kapalua, which is the Troon facility. This week he's in Abu Dhabi at the Abu Dhabi HSBC Golf Championship at the Abu Dhabi Golf Club, which is the Troon course. Where's he going to next? I mean, it's got to be. I mean, he was at Saadiyat Beach on golf boards. Like, I mean, we need to get him to come to Scottsdale and just hang out for a little bit and play all the Troon courses here in the Valley.
We'll host him, no doubt. We'll cater to him.
And I will, Jordan. I'll buy you a beer because I think you're 21 now, so you can drink. I'll buy you a Four Peaks beer, and we can drink local. So, okay. Go ahead.
I was going to say I actually met Jordan Spieth at the Super Bowl last year. He had just gotten done playing the Phoenix Open, and I was washing my hands in the bathroom. I'm not making the story up. And I'm drying my hands off and like about to throw my towel in the garbage can. I look up and Jordan Spieth standing there with an Emmitt Smith jersey on. I'm wearing a Barry Sanders jersey. I just go Spieth. I'm like Spieth, and I go automatically go for the fist bump, and he gives me a fist bump, and I'm like, we talk about our jerseys, and then I don't remember anything else. I was like, what just happened?
You were star-studded. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, his coach, Cameron, is a good friend of mine, and I was hoping that he was going to be in town, speaking of the Phoenix Open coming up in a couple of weeks, but unfortunately he's not going to be here for that event this year. But it would have been cool if he would have been here again, and he could take a run at that golf course. He could win there. And we were just talking of Tiger, and an episode of the Hashtag Wednesday Match Play can't happen without Tiger being brought up for discussion. So absolutely. I don't know if I want you to answer this because I have to see you at work, but do you think Tiger still breaks Jack's record? Why or why not? You have to provide actual validation either side of that.
I was prepared for this question, and I do not. I don't think he does. And at this point, from the hiatus he's going into, just on a personal level, I think he's taken that burden off of himself. All the expectation and pressure of, is he ever going to reach Jack? I just think that in his mind, like, he's like, I don't need to prove that to anybody. I don't even need to do that. If I do, that's great. But I think that's going to help him in the long run a lot. Even this break, I think, he's going to be back. He's going to come back. But
the way I look at it, he didn't forget how to play golf. Like, I get it, he was hurt. The last season he wasn't hurt. He won 5 tournaments. I mean, he's not done is the way that, and actually, I kind of like the fact that he's kind of being thrown away to the wayside, and they're not talking about him because he's probably just sitting back working on. I mean, he may not be working on his game yet, but I mean, the dude's going to come back, and he's going to come back strong. And we as golf will appreciate that, and I think golf needs that a little bit, that excitement.
Oh,
yeah. Jordan's exciting. Yeah.
Think about how legendary it is going to be when he does win another major. Like, it's going to be so cool for us all to watch. Like, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I can't wait for that interview. So he's either going to be really like, I hit the ball good all week and I played well and the putts fell and I won, or he's going to be like, guess who's back? Like, that would be just the poster interview. Tiger, how does it feel? Guess who's back? And then he walks off. Mike.
Yeah.
Bradford, I can't thank you enough for coming on. We're way over our time. I mean, I was a little worried we wouldn't even be able to get to half an hour, and we're already knocking on the door at 40 minutes. But as always, I let the last question be this: what is next for Bradford Schaub?
For Bradford Schaub,
Don't say dinner.
my goal.
That's next for me.
Hey.
I'm hungry.
I might be doing some dinner. I think I got some leftovers in the fridge that I might be attacking. But really, my goal right now in life is to help grow this Troon Card program, and a lot of that comes with enhancing these benefits and building off of the benefits we already have, and just giving those to our card holders and making them accessible. But yeah, that's my main focus right now.
Very cool. Well, I normally leave with a quote from Matt Rust, but I almost want to leave with just the comments. Go to trooncards.com and buy a Troon card today. But I've got to end it with eat, sleep, golf.